So, Climax is Gasper Noe's latest film, same director did Irreversible, as well as Enter the Void and Loving. He is a very controversial director. I've actually only seen Irreversible, now Climax. This is a dance film that is also an art house film done by A24. So it's a tailor-made film for me because I love that entire combination, or at least possibly. Based on the trailer as well, I felt like I was going to be all in with this film. And the premise is simple. It's very simple, in fact. It's a bunch of dancers. They're in an abandoned building, partying, after celebrating, I believe, them doing a job well done. And they're having drinks, they're having fun, and then they realize these drinks were spiked with LSD. They don't know who did it. And what ensues is a lot of hallucinations and a lot of jaw-dropping imagery. This is a film that really, it's hard to explain the positives and negatives because sometimes they are blended together, and I think that's why it's so difficult to put into words, this film, because it is well acted. It does a great job also with the cinematography. For the most part, I would say 75% of myself was saying this is great cinematography. But then there's that 25% that's saying towards the end it was very, very hard to tell what was going on, to the point of you kind of realize, I suppose, that the director was trying to do that. But there's a lot of moments in this film where you're not quite sure what to make of it, at least for me personally, because sometimes with cinematography, the way things are shot, it's intentional and it makes sense. And I get that with this film, but I felt like it was a little bit too much towards the end with not being able to tell what's going on. And again, that's just my personal opinion. Again, I'm not saying the cinematography is bad. I just think, again, bear with me. There's a lot in this film that it's like 75% I like, 25% I don't like, as well as the editing. There are a lot of long takes, and then there are rapid scenes of fast editing, and it feels very repetitive after a while. And you could almost say that that's the point of the film. That's what the director's trying to go with, because in the first half of the film, which I personally found to be dull, it's showing a lot of repetitive imagery, and it's just like hitting you over the head with it. And then the second half happens, and then it's very disturbing. And it's almost the way the director's saying, listen, I am showing you repetitive imagery so you get settled and you're like, wow, this is different from the director who did Irreversible. And then all of a sudden he hits you with what you were going into the film expecting, a lot of disturbing, depravity-driven imagery. And I think that's fascinating, but at the same time, upon rewatching, I don't feel like it will hold up. And I'll be honest, I don't think this is a film I'll want to rewatch. The same with Irreversible. It's a film that it's well shot for the most part. It sounds really good. The repetitive imagery, music, and editing, it's good, but it's not great. And it's part of me wants to say it's almost a negative because, again, 25% of my mind is saying it, but then the other 75% is saying it's good, and I respect and appreciate what it was trying to do. And I almost feel like this is what Gasper's trying to do. I feel like he is that type of person where he's like, listen, I want to get the critics to just not really fully be able to put into words my movies. And if you look at his films, they're received positively for the most part, but even people that hate his films respect the way he shoots his films. And I don't hate this film by any means, but it's a film that it just leaves me baffled because I don't know what to make of it completely. And I would love to see someone just break down everything that they feel as though it means, interpretation, everything. I would love to hear that in the comment section below, because me personally, I think it hits the marks for the most part. I think that it's a film that you definitely can take a film buff to see, or someone that loves art house films, and they'll be able to appreciate it. But this is not a film that you'll take an average person to see because they won't like it. They really won't. But at the same time, I would definitely recommend Climax. And me personally, I'll be giving it a 3.5 out of 5-star rating, or for those like hot sauce rating, good old Frank's hot sauce rating. Now, I know that been stumbling in this review, and that's something that doesn't usually happen, but it's simply because I don't quite know how to break down this film in review format. You just have to see it for yourself and interpret it as such. Guys, that's my interpretation, not even interpretation, that's my review of Climax. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below of this film. Did you like it? Did you not? Did you see the trailer and was like, I'm out? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And as always, don't forget subscription, notification bell, and I'll catch you guys later.